Hello students, welcome back. We are here with a new cue card which is describe an object you find particularly beautiful. It can be a painting, a piece of jewelry, furniture or anything that you find really beautiful. You will describe what the object is and where you saw this object, how it looked like and why you feel that it is really beautiful for you. We will describe some of these points in this cue card. So after discussing the question, we have already came to know about the topic of our cue card, which is related to beautiful objects. So we must start our speaking with some of introductory lines related to beautiful objects. So it will give a good impression of our speaking. Beautiful objects are those that evoke a sense of wonder and appreciation. This line simply means after seeing some beautiful objects, it automatically brings a kind of feeling so that we want to praise or appreciate the objects which are really beautiful for us. What makes something beautiful is often subjective because most of times the things that I find appealing, others may find them ordinary. Here we are stating that the things which are beautiful are because of number of reasons, and these reasons vary from person to person, because the things that I find appealing, that I find beautiful, others may find them simple and normal. Ordinary means normal, simple things. Okay. However, I would like to describe a painting which contain a deep message for the mankind. So we are actually starting in the main cue card from this. We have mentioned that in this cue card we are describing a painting which gives a deep message for all the humans. Okay. Last month I visited an art museum with my friend, and there I saw a really big painting on one of the walls of this museum. So here I have answered one of the question which earlier we have discussed in few minutes ago, that last month this is the time when I saw this painting, where I saw at an art museum. I visited this art museum with my friend, and there I watched this big painting on the wall of that museum. When I looked at this painting, I was unable to understand the actual meaning that it was representing. So, in when I just started looking at this painting, I was not able to actually understand the real meaning that it was representing. But after staring at the painting for a few minutes, I was able to figure out the real deep meaning, which was showcased very beautifully in this piece of art. So painting is a kind of piece of art. So here I have said that it took me a while, it took me some time to figure out the real meaning which the painting was representing, and it was representing this message very beautifully. Okay. Next we will say, actually there was a particular scenario described in this painting in which a man was hanging on a branch of tree, and this tree was being shaken by an elephant. So I have started describing the painting, what was actually was being shown in this particular painting. There was a scenario, means a particular scene was described in that painting, in which a man was hanging on the branch of a tree, and this branch was being shaken by a elephant. The branch represented as the current stage of life, whereas the elephant indicated the past deeds of the person. So here I am all side by side I have all described all the meanings that was represented by the painting. The branch was showing the present stage of life of the person who was hanging on the branch, whereas the elephant who was shaking this tree, that indicates the past deeds done by the person who was in the picture, and these past doings were making it difficult for the man to live the present life. It is a normal that the things we have done in our past, really matters a lot for our future, because here we have described that past doings make it difficult for the man to live the present life, as the painting was showing that elephant was shaking the tree, which was the life of the person, current life of the person. And this shows that it was making it hard for the man to survive. Beside this, there was two rats cutting down the branch on which the person was hanging. There were two rats sitting on the branch. They were cutting down, they were biting the branch where the person was hanging. These rats were of white and black color, representing the present day and night. The color of these rats were white and black. The white shows the days that the person was surviving, and the nights represented by the black colored rat. This shows that the cycle of day and night is reducing the lifespan of the man. So, as we have earlier mentioned that the rats were cutting down the branch, this shows that it was reducing the lifespan of the man. Day and nights are reducing our lifespan. On the other hand, the man in this was just focusing to drink honey drops that were falling down from the beehive. The another scene is being described here. There were some drops falling down for falling down for that man. These drops were of honey drops from a beehive, and this person was just focusing to have all of these drops, that he can consume as many drops he can. He was just focusing on this task presently. So this indicated the love and attraction of humans toward materialistic world. And these honey drops were actually the materialistic world. And the man was trying to consume all the drops. This shows the love and attraction of that man towards the things, the materialistic things of the world. However, a picture of God was drawn in one corner of this painting, and despite all circumstances, God was lending a helping hand towards the man. Here it is described that in this painting, on one corner there was God who was offering a helping hand for the man. Despite all the circumstances, whatever was happening to the man, the uh, god was trying to help the man to protect him from all the negativity. He was offering the man a hand so that he can put the person out of all the sufferings that he was facing at that time. But we humans are so unfortunate, we humans are so unfortunate that in order to gain more and more honey, means in other words, to gain more materialistic things of the world, we just ignore the help from the god. We are not focusing on the god, we are not reciting his name. We are just focusing on gaining more and more materialistic benefits of the world. We are not focusing on the god who are trying to help help us in all the difficulties of our life. So as a result, the man kept suffering in day-night cycle of the life. So the man ignored the God, and he still suffering from the day-night cycle of the life. All in all, this huge and deep meaning fascinated me the most. So I believe this was the most beautiful object I have ever seen in my life. So this was the reason, the huge meaning that was represented in this painting. The cycle of the life was actually represented by this painting, and this message really fascinated me, attracted me the most. So that's why I believe that this painting, this beautiful object, was the most beautiful one that I have ever seen in my entire life. So I have tried to describe a story in the painting, and I have mentioned why it was beautiful, why it fascinated me, why it attracted me the most. because of the real deep meaning that shows the reality of life nowadays, what the we are suffering, we as a human are suffering from, and each day. So this story was all about that painting, and this was a particularly beautiful object for me because of its meaning, and this attracted me the most. So this was our cue card, and I hope this helped you, and you may gain some of the ideas from this to to prepare your own cue card. And at the end, thank you for watching.